Wrestling fans, it's me, Eric Osafalo. Welcome to this week's episode of In My Damn Opinion. That's right, the greatest show on the internet, because I get a live microphone, tell you whatever the fuck I want to tell you when it comes to the world of professional wrestling. Boy, do we got an awesome show lined up for you this week. We got Ricky Lee here with the Dream Card match segment, and boy, does he got a doozy for you this week as well. So let's waste no time. Let's go ahead. Let's kick it off with this week's main topic of discussion. So the rumors going around the internet is that Vince McMahon is interested in selling the WWE. Whoa. From what I have understood about it, him and Triple H and Stephanie have just been constantly just butting heads back and forth to the point Vince McMahon is just getting tired of it and is possibly interested in selling the WWE. Oh my God, folks. You realize that we have been watching a Vince McMahon product since the 80s? If I am wrong here, please somebody correct me. It may have been the 70s he may have bought WWE from his dad, but could you guys imagine a WWE without Vince McMahon in charge? Would it even still be worth watching? I mean, let's face it, Triple H and Stephanie, when it comes to the main roster, haven't really done too much good with them being in charge. I mean, look at the whole, the authority and everything. Just wasn't that good. I mean, granted, Triple H can produce good television. I mean, you want to see good television? Go spend the $9.99 and go watch the WWE Network and go watch NXT. Because NXT is great television. It is about wrestling. That is what attracts all of us to this business. Yes, it's a performance, but yes, it's a performance that all of us, every single wrestling fan out there loves. So, you want to see a great performance? Go watch NXT. But in my damn opinion, if he sells it to either one of his kids, I'd like to see him sell it to Shane. Because when Shane's there, it makes it more entertaining. Yes, SmackDown is fun to watch. I'm not going to lie to you. Because SmackDown is mainly about wrestling. Not as so much the storylines. Kind of like with NXT. That is what brought them to the mainstream, is wrestling. Getting people's attention. Being able to watch wrestling. Being able to watch two men or sometimes four men if you like tag team matches. Go out there and just beat the ever-living shit out of each other and go back and forth. It's wrestling, folks. So, if Vince McMahon does sell it, I'd like to see him sell it to Shane, not Stephanie, because I think Shane would be a better owner. But who knows? Vince McMahon may not sell it to either child. Vince McMahon may sell it to an outside person. He may sell it to Dixie. I'm sorry, I can't even say that with a straight face, folks. We all know Vince McMahon's not no fucking retard. He's not going to sell nothing to Dixie Carter. Shit. Dixie Carter's ran TNA into the fucking ground. So, yeah, I doubt Vince McMahon would ever sell it to Dixie Carter. But, Vince McMahon's getting old, folks. He's like, 70 now? Unfortunately, he's not going to be around forever. This isn't the movie Death Becomes Her. Vince McMahon didn't drink no secret potion or anything to help him stay, the same age forever and never die. And yes, that is an actual movie. You can go Netflix it if it's on there. If not, go to your local video store. Yeah, that's the place with all the movies in there. So get up off your asses, go and the fucking couches. Go rent Death Becomes Her, because Vince McMahon did not drink the potion in that movie. Vince McMahon eventually, as sad as it is to say, will pass away. But when Vince McMahon does pass away, who does take over the WWE? In my damn opinion, the best man for the job, I think, would be Shane McMahon. Yes, we all know Shane McMahon did leave WWE a few years ago, but he was burnt out and he needed a break. Does that kind of, get me a little ticked a little, knowing that he was walked away during bad times? Absolutely. But I think if Shane McMahon is solo owner, I think he would stay around for the WWE and make it a whole lot, like the way it used to be. Grabbing people's attention, making people watch. It would be great. We'd see fresh matches, And in my damn opinion, too, the brand split was stupid. But that's a completely different topic for a different thing. And we're running out of time on this one, so with that being said, let's go ahead, let's kick it over to my co-host, Mr. Ricky Lee, as he's got your dream card match for you this week. So go ahead and take it away, Ricky Lee. What's up, guys? It's Ricky Lee here. That's right, the most ravishing man alive. Here to give you this week's dream card match for you. Oh, man. Grab your DeLoreans. Let's speed it up to 88 miles an hour because we're traveling back in time this week, folks. That's right. We're going back to the summer of 1995. Shit, I was still in the single digits that year, so... Anyways, we're going to look at two top tag teams in the world of professional wrestling that never got a chance to go at it one-on-one. Well, I guess it would be two-on-two. But anyways, you get what the fuck I'm saying. So anyways, in one corner, you have, I believe they are 9-time WCW Tag Team Champions. That's right. The team that was the tag team champions back in the summer of 1995 for WCW. That's right. In one corner, you have Stevie Ray and the five-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion Booker T. You know, with Sensational Sherry, or Sister Sherry, whatever the fuck her name was, and Colonel Parker in their corner. On the other side, you have the 3-time WWE Tag Team Champions. That's right. Billy and Bart, the Smoking Guns. Oh, fuck, buddy. This match would tear down the fucking house. Both teams, great tag teams. You want to see some great tag team action? Go back for Harlem Heat. Go back and watch WCW Bash at the Beach 1995. A triangle tag team match featuring the Harlem Heat, the Nasty Boys, and the Blue Bloods for the WCW Tag Team Championships. Harlem Heat, spoiler alert, Harlem Heat walks out the champions, but a hell of a match by all three teams there. Harlem Heat proving why they were the top team in WCW at that time. Then you have the Smoking Guns. Granted, 1995, you know, had ups and downs for them that year, no doubt. You know, I forget if it was Billy or Bart was injured in a rodeo tournament, what the storyline goes or something, so they had to vacate the tag team championships. You know, the tournament at the beginning of the year, 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly won the titles. Smoking Guns won it the next night. Smoking Guns lost it to Owen Hart and Yoko at WrestleMania, but regained it from Owen Hart and Yoko back in September. Pardon me. But anyways, these two teams, great tag teams, you know, would be a back and forth battle. I think it would definitely be match of the night, you know. All four men would put on a hell of a performance. You know, we could even maybe do a title unification match. Who would be, you know, the tag team champions then? You know, I think the Smoking Guns would put up a hell of a fight. You know, they would start out, you know, being the faces, and you'd have Harlem Heat playing the heels. You know, you'd have a damn good battle. You know, you'd have Smoking Guns come out first, you know, give a little action, you know, and then Harlem Heat takes over, winds up, you know, you get the hot tag. You know, how about they work over on, you know, Bart here. Billy gets the hot tag, comes in like a house of fucking fire, you know, beats the shit out of them. You know, Smoking Guns go for their finisher, but here's the thing. Sister Sherry's distracting the referee. So what happens? You know, they try to pin Stevie Ray, you know, can't because referee's distracted. Here comes Booker T in, knocks out one of the Smoking Guns, knocks out the other one. Stevie Ray goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Your winner of your dream card match for this week, that's right, Harlem Heat over the Smoking Guns. So that one would be a fucking classic. So, well, that's your dream card match for you this week, folks. As always, if you have a match you'd like me to discuss on the dream card match segment, feel free to tweet me at Eric Asafalo. You can leave a comment down below. You can even email me at easafalo@gmail.com, and I'd be more than happy to discuss your dream card match for you here. Remember the rules, though. Only 2 rules. The match has to either have been possible to happen or still be possible to happen in order for me to discuss it. So, there's your dream card match for you. Go ahead, let's kick it back over to my co-host, Mr. Eric Asafalo, as he's got more of his damn opinion to give to you. So, go ahead, take it away, Eric.
Hi guys, I'm Steeler. I'm your new host for In My Damn Opinion. I'm gonna bite my ass right now, so if you'll excuse me, go ahead, kick it back over to Eric.
God damn it, Steeler. Always trying to steal my fucking spotlight, man. I'm just kidding, guys. I love that dog. He's my buddy, so... Anyways, you know, thank you, Ricky Lee, for the dream card match. That man, he throws them better together than Eric Lee ever did. Maybe, you know, maybe it's a good thing we never did have Eric Lee. Anyway, Eric Lee's gone. But anyways, speaking of being gone, our second topic of discussion this week, folks, that's right, cheerful goodbyes. Sometimes in life, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye. You know, may not be forever, but there are times we do say goodbye. You know, we say goodbye to friends. We say goodbye to family. You know, we say goodbye to our favorite wrestlers. So it's the hardest thing that we have to do sometimes is saying goodbye, but we understand that sometimes it's for the best. We're going to look at two big times here and everything in the WWE right now that we did have to say goodbye to a couple of our favorite wrestlers. First of all, let's go back to WrestleMania 30, the night before the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Ultimate Warrior, first time appearing in WWE in almost 2 decades. You know, Ultimate Warrior, you know, after the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior, actually mended fences with the WWE. And I'm sorry, folks, he came out, you know, got his Hall of Fame induction, you know, got to headline the Hall of Fame, got to go to WrestleMania 30 the next night, and then got to go out on Raw the night after WrestleMania, give probably one of the greatest promos of all time. You know, it's almost eerie, the fact that the Ultimate Warrior said some of the things that he did in that promo, and then that Tuesday, he passed away. You couldn't have asked for a better send-off than the one the Ultimate Warrior got. You know, Hall of Fame, appearing at WrestleMania, getting to cut his Warrior-style promo on Monday Night Raw, and then going up to the heavens, you know, the night after Raw. Ultimate Warrior, we miss you greatly. You know, it's sad that, you know, it had to come to this, but at least you got to go into the Hall of Fame before you had passed. I know you're looking down right now on all your little warriors out there, and, you know, I mean, just to see you run out one more time and shake the ropes would be amazing. But I know you're doing it up there in heaven with all those other wrestlers, so definitely I think the Warrior had probably the best send-off ever in professional wrestling. You couldn't have asked for a better one than the one the Ultimate Warrior got. So now my other cheerful goodbye I want to talk about is WrestleMania 24. That's right. Icon versus icon. Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels. Ric Flair had been putting up his career since September or October of the previous year. You know, every match Ric Flair said if he lost would be his last match. Well, it finally came. You know, WrestleMania 24, you know, he goes into the Hall of Fame, you know, gets to headline the Hall of Fame. You know, becoming the first active wrestler to be into the Hall of Fame. You know, had a great Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Goes on to put on one more classic match in the WWE against Shawn Michaels. This match, if you've never watched this match, I'm surprised, honestly, Michaels didn't break a rib at one point. He does an acai moonsault off the second rope onto the outside, lands on the table. Table doesn't bust right away, and I'm surprised, honestly, he didn't break his ribs right there, because that shit looked like it fucking hurt. You know, bouncing off that, oh my God, that looked like it fucking hurt like hell. But anyways, you know, comes back, looks at, you know, gives Ric Flair a couple of super kicks, you know, takes a few figure fours. Last thing we remember from the match is Shawn Michaels getting ready for sweet chin music, looking at Ric Flair, who is beaten, can barely stand. Ric Flair saying, give him more, give me more, give me more. Looks at him, gives him the super kick. Right before that, one of the most famous lines in WrestleMania history, he looks at Ric Flair and says, I'm sorry, I love you. He super kicks him. Shawn Michaels goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Both men break down and cry. Probably one of the most emotional moments ever in WrestleMania history. Watching that, you know, I had tears in my eyes watching that. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it right now. And Ric Flair, I will give him one thing. He hasn't wrestled in WWE since that match. I am not counting his time in TNA. As far as I'm concerned, somebody gave me the little thing from the Men in Black and erased any memory I have of Ric Flair ever being in TNA. Ric Flair hasn't wrestled for WWE since. Yes, he appears on television, but he's in a managerial role. He is helping his daughter Charlotte, which he's not doing that anymore. You know, Charlotte's out on her own. You know, she's hidden in my closet. I'm just fucking with you. But anyways, you know, my main thing I'm trying to get at here, folks, is goodbyes are hard. They really are. You know, doesn't matter who you say goodbye to. Sometimes it's the hardest thing you ever have to do. But as hard as it is, life goes on, unfortunately. Yes, you will miss some people like crazy every fucking day, and it hurts you like you wouldn't believe when you have to say goodbye. But at the end of the day, you gotta smile, and you gotta keep going on with life, because life goes on. Yes, you will miss those people you say goodbye to, but they still love you, and you still love them. Remember, distance is only a number when you love something. And the old expression goes, if you love something, sometimes you have to let it go, and if it comes back, it's true love. Just remember that, folks. So, and all I can say right now is, I'm sorry. I love you. Well, that's about all the time we have for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go back and watch all my other episodes. If you enjoy professional wrestling as much as I do, make sure you check out some of our other shows right here on 7poundbag.com. Every Friday, a panelist of professional wrestling experts will take 5 questions and they will discuss them. That's right, it's the Wrestling Roundtable, one of my favorite shows. That's actually how I got my start right here on 7poundbag.com. So if you got a question, if you want to see a great list about stuff having to do with professional wrestling, go ahead and check out Pounding 7. As every Monday, my executive producer, Mr. Steve Hall, will give you a list off a topic having to do with the world of professional wrestling. It's pretty good. So, well, once again, my name's Eric Osafalo. Also for my co-host, Mr. Ricky Lee. Tune in next week for an all-new episode of In My Damn Opinion. Why? Because my name is Eric Osafalo, and that has been my damn opinion. I'm Eric Osafalo, and I approve this message.